Yeah, I wanted to say something actually to the camera for once. Because usually I'm just like, interview or whatever. Yeah. Anybody that's watching this, anybody that's watched my interviews before, I appreciate you watching and paying attention. I know I'm not the typical podcast host. I'm not extroverted. But everybody I interview, I'm genuinely interested in learning about. And they're all very talented people, and I'm excited to share that with other people. That being said, I do want to apologize for my face. I was watching an interview of myself recently, and I just looked very bored and spaced out. I think that's just my face. I promise I'm paying attention. I'm I'm just thinking about, I'm trying to listen while coming up with questions as well. So I'm going to work on my face, but I just wanted to do that little disclaimer.
Oh, great.
If you ain't crunk, please get the fuck out of the way. You could get smoked like a blunt in the face. I pull up my ski, I ain't doing no case. They get behind me, then I'm doing the race. It's up, you could get fucked up today. I'm with the action, don't fuck with that K. Remember them days, ain't care what I say. Now Big Papa can't form what I pay. It's up, dear. Name another time it won't, dear. Fuck you is, I don't care. I'm the type that make your bitch step. Heart never had no bitch there.
I'm Grace from Disgraced Weekly. I'm here today with AK Niran. Thank you for joining me today.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure being here, Grace.
So how have you been in general, just your mental and physical health?
I can't complain. I'm very blessed. I try to keep stay on top of that, the mental and stuff, Mental health is very important. Physical health, that's another blessing. I'm going to the gym right after this, so yeah, I've been pretty good. What about you?
I've been good. It's like up and down. I'll go through like most of the day, I'm accomplishing so much, great day, and then randomly at night I'll be like, time's flying so fast, I get freaked out.
So much to do, so little time.
Yeah. So would you rather do a month-long backpacking trip? You have to sleep in a tent, or do a month long on a cruise, but you are not docking anywhere, so you're just on the water the whole time.
The whole time on the water?
Yeah.
And I can bring my own stuff in either scenario?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the boat. Do the cruise.
You don't think you'd be you get a little sick?
Maybe I probably would, but I'd get over it. I get used to that quicker than I would sleeping outside. Sure.
Yeah, that hurts your bones.
What, sleeping outside?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that when I was in the Army. I wasn't a big fan.
I saw you randomly at the grocery store once.
Wegmans.
Yeah.
Love Wegmans.
I did not expect that.
Yeah, I didn't either. I wasn't sure if I was seeing you or not. I was like,
yeah, it was like we did a double take.
Yeah.
Do you have a go-to grocery store? I know there's, Wegmans, Harris Teeter, Food Line, Trader Joe's.
For sure. I definitely am a big Food Line advocate. I go to Food Line a lot. I love Food Line. I go in there daily just because I eat a lot of produce and stuff, but I don't believe in buying it in bulk. And Food Line just so happens to always been the closest grocery store.
Yeah, I haven't been to Food Line in years, I don't think. When I first moved here, I did not know where to shop. So Food Line was Harris Teeter. I remember I couldn't find avocados that I liked anywhere.
In Food Line?
It was, I don't know, I checked Food Line, Walmart, Harris Teeter, and at that time, now I can. Yeah. But there was something going on with avocados.
An avocado shortage, a real one. I remember when Chipotle didn't have any guac.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, damn, y'all really out of the fucking avocados.
What is your favorite thing to cook or eat?
Favorite thing to eat? I don't know. Well, my favorite thing to cook for sure is chicken. So consequently, I guess my favorite thing to eat is chicken. In any form, I love chicken. Fried chicken, baked chicken, air fried chicken. Yeah, that's kind of where it stops for me. But
yeah, I'm actually a vegetarian, so I've never had chicken.
Ever?
I've had a little popcorn chicken, a piece of it as a joke, in high school, taking a video.
So you've been a vegetarian?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was the original vegetarian in school.
Damn.
Back when it wasn't cool.
Yeah, I went vegetarian. Well, I was pescatarian for like 8 months, but there's a good stint of that 8 months where I was not eating any fish. It was just the vegetables. And stuff.
Yeah, I try to cook fish. I was wondering about chicken. I was thinking about this the other day. I know fish, sometimes you can just do it wrong, and it's just, I don't know if it's the texture or what, but it's just wrong. Is chicken hard to like mess up, or is it?
The worst thing I feel like I've done to chicken is burn it. But even burnt chicken be good. Like it's chicken, man. That shit always good. I've never had bad chicken that I've cooked. I've had some chicken that was like not, I guess, seasoned well. But you can kind of tell when chicken's not cooked right. You know, like I'm not eating this.
So, what would you say your high and your low is of this year so far?
That's a good question. My high this year, a high for me this year. I think my high hasn't happened yet. I've had some highs. My low, for sure, is probably like doing the corporate thugging shit. Like I hate doing that, but you know, it's just a means to an end. But yeah, the corporate thugging for sure.
I saw you also started bartending recently.
Oh yeah, yeah. Come see your boy at Killjoy, Raleigh, North Carolina. I'll be out there. Yeah, bartending's fun. A lot of people really know me for other than the music and shit, for doing security. And I figured making a drink would be a lot easier than breaking up a fight. So.
Yeah, definitely. And you get tipped too.
Yeah, you could definitely get paid more. Some nights, security, whether it's slow or not, you're gonna get your money. But bartending, definitely some opportunity there to make some more money.
Have you ever been in like a crazy situation while doing security?
Yeah, I mean, I've had like shit thrown at me. I've been shot at. I've like had all types of shit. Yeah, like people get kicked out the club very personally sometimes, but hey, it comes with the territory, I guess. I've been doing it a while though, like 3 years, so kind of used to it.
Are you still doing it now?
On and off, not as much. I don't really care for like doing it in like bigger clubs and stuff like that. I like nice little bar. Nice little vibe where no one's taking shit personally. It's a lot easier.
Yeah, I feel that compared to like a busy club where people are just getting blacked out too.
Blacked out, drunk, stepping on the couch, breaking stuff.
Breaking glass, stepping on the
may
glass.
May not be on purpose, but it's just like,
Yeah.
Can't be alarming.
That's one time in college, is we had like these like big clubs. Like it was interesting. We had these two clubs and like my freshman year in college. One was Coliseum and another one was it was Baja's and Taboo. But they're in like a strip mall kind of. Like it looked like it would have been like a Target. Actually, Coliseum turned into a Target later on.
Really?
Yeah, so it looked like that kind of thing, but yeah, that was like the place to be,
Taboo.
One of them, yeah.
That sounds like a cool name for a club.
But yeah, it was always like, just super, drunk college kids.
Yeah.
They played the best music though. It was during like Migos coming up.
Oh
and,
yeah, Versace.
Yeah, and like club going up on a Tuesday.
Woo.
It was a good time.
What a time to be alive.
It's a lot. Like I've thought about it. Like it's a lot of people like drinking their traumas out from high school or even college years and stuff. And
sometimes I'll be wondering. Like I do a lot of people watching, obviously during security, and I notice a lot of shit. I just be wondering. I was like, man, alcohol is doing a number on you, bro. Like, I feel like there's something else going on. Man.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like all those, everybody that's drinking too much in college has something going on.
For sure. There's people like 40 years old still doing that. Though.
So, when it comes to music, how would you describe your sound?
It's pretty bouncy. I think it's coming from a place of like always trying to like a chip on your shoulder. Like I always got a little umph in every song, even when it's a calmer song. I feel like it's always something where I'm trying to prove myself as myself, not like as the best rapper and trying to be like super competitive, but more so of like being better than the last song, being better than the nigga I was yesterday and shit like that.
So I was listening to your music yesterday, and I was thinking to myself, you need more music out.
For sure, yeah.
Have you only dropped one song this year?
Yep, just one song this year. If you ain't crunk, yeah.
It's a good song, but I need more. Do you have an album coming?
I do have an album coming. It will be out this month, actually.
Ooh.
It's called Cathedral for Martyrs. And I've been working on it for a long fucking time. To the point where I stopped working on it, did other things, and then, got back on it. It's just, one of those kind of projects where, you treat it like your baby and you want it to have what it deserves. So I waited till I could get all that done for it. So, but yeah, it's coming very soon, y'all. I know y'all are waiting, just like Grace. And I promise you, I'm not ignoring you. It's coming.
So where are you originally from?
Born and raised Raleigh, North Carolina. I was born in Wake Med.
I go to Wake Med.
Oh, yeah? On New Bern?
No, I started going to the Briar Creek one when I first moved here because I worked over there, and now I just have to go down there every time.
I feel that, yeah. Wake Med, baby. I think the one on New Bern is like the original one.
So how was your experience growing up in Raleigh?
I mean, I feel like it was just like any other kid. I don't know what, like, other kids really go through. I feel like it's, you go to school, it's pretty same. It's kind of like a small town. So a lot of people think this is like, in North Carolina, there's a lot of small cities. So to a lot of North Carolinians, this is like a big city life type shit. But to me, it felt just like country as any other rural area. Rural, I don't know how to say it. Country, some country shit out in like the 2-5 or anything. I feel like it's all the same everywhere, in North Carolina. But, I mean, I love Raleigh. Like I said, I grew up here. I went to school in Garner, though, and, it feels like, everybody knows each other, still that same small hometown feel and shit. So.
Do you still see people around that you haven't talked to, but just from your school randomly?
Yes, 100%. I see that shit all the time. Yeah, like some of my friends that aren't from here, they go with me like places and they tell me I'm like the most popular guy, and I'm like, it's like this for everybody from here. It's not even that.
Do you have a fun or positive memory that you have from growing up?
Hell yeah, a few of them. Just remember like sneaking out the house a lot to go hang out with a lot of my friends are older than me. My friend that was here with me today, he was like big bro. But yeah, like just chilling with the gang, man, mobbing out, doing hood rat shit. Like I remember jumping off my dad's balcony and not giving a fuck about how I'm gonna get back in, like stuff like that, and smoking and sneaking into clubs, getting into fights, and girls chasing bitches. Just just living the typical Raleigh nigga life.
So did your parents ever catch you sneaking out?
Oh yeah. I got in lots of trouble growing up. My parents, boy, sorry mom and dad, I know I put y'all through it, but I'm getting it together now. But yeah, I definitely gave them a hard time. I got caught quite a few times. I remember one particular time I jumped off that balcony and I tried to text my little sister. I was like, yo, come unlock the door. And she did it, but she didn't fucking tell me that my dad was like right there in the living room. So he was like, where you been? And I was like, I was doing such and such. And yeah, he told me to leave. He was like, don't come back. So yeah.
Yeah, I never was able to sneak out because my room went to the backyard, which I guess I could have went through the backyard out, but like you could hear, walking through the backyard because my parents' room was right over there too.
Yeah, I had to get clever sometimes. Like at my mom's house, it was a little different story. I had to just wait for her to go to sleep.
So I'm an only child, and I always forget to ask about family. So what is your family like?
I got 3 sisters. I grew up like real closely with 2 of them. My little sister, she's like 10. She lives in Atlanta now. But my 2 sisters, they live with me pretty much my whole life. I love them to death. And then my mom and dad are like, my dad's Nigerian, and he's from Nigeria. You see him and you can tell he's from Nigeria, and he is like raising us. It was like he was still learning, the American ways and stuff like that. And if you have Nigerian parents, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, that was fun. Always having Nigerian food and hearing a Nigerian's perspective on everything is hilarious. Do you have any Nigerian friends? You know anyone Nigerian other than me?
I don't think so, no.
Yeah, they're interesting people. And my mom, she's like from the country, middle of nowhere, North Carolina, Richmond County. And my grandma and all of them, I used to go see my cousins like every summer out there and stuff. I'm really close to that side of the family. So, yeah, that's kind of like my family.
When did you start making music?
That's a good question. I guess I kind of always have been writing stuff, like joking with my friends, rapping. Like when I sneak out the house, we go get high and like start a cipher and shit. I've always been doing that. But I wrote my first song like in 2018, but I didn't like record it until I wrote my first song in like 2018. But I didn't record it until like later after that with Consumers, right? Mm-hmm. I hit him up because he was like the only artist that I knew. I was living in Greenville at the time. He was the only artist I knew that actually sounded like, he cared about what he sounded like. And he had put me on with Cole, and that's how I met Big John and all of them. And then that's kind of how I started my music journey.
What is your song creation process usually like?
It can differ. Like it depends on what like situation I'm in. Like if I'm trying to make something for myself and I just just want to have fun making some music, I'll just cut on a beat and find something that inspires me type shit. But like when I made my first body of work, it was called The Healing Pack. It was more like structured based off of how I was feeling, and I was being really patient with that process as far as like being able to find beats and the process of producing the shit. It was like kind of like I was soul searching within myself, and I'm starting to do that a little bit more with the processes that I'm making now, because I think my music sounds better when I take my time with the whole process rather than waiting for me to have time to feel creative and stuff like that.
Do you usually write out what you're gonna say before, or
sometimes I'll write a whole verse and I'll find the beat later, and then sometimes I'll find the beat and know that I'm gonna write to it, and it might take me a year to get around to it, but I'll like I said, it depends on how I'm feeling, but really it's all about like what I want to do with the song versus like what I want it to sound like. It's more of the purpose of it.
So who are your biggest inspirations when it comes to music?
Shit. Biggest inspiration. Chance the Rapper, like, really inspired me as far as like stage performance and stage presence. I saw him in LA in like 2013, and that shit changed my life. I was like, it was well before I thought I could rap, but I was like, yo, if I did, I could do that shit, like just like this nigga. But as far as like sound, I don't know, man. I don't think anyone's like inspiring my sound. Like I want to sound like D'Angelo. Like I know he doesn't rap, but like his sound is the most thing I've like gravitated to like my whole life, So D'Angelo, Chance the Rapper, J. Cole, that's about it.
Good ones. Yeah, I was listening to your music, and yeah, you don't sound like anybody else, but some people that I was thinking about are Meek Mill, Absol, and Kanye.
Oh,
that's what I thought when I was listening to your music.
Yeah, that's a good little. I might use that to help market the album, because definitely some Absol, Kanye vibes and Cathedral from Artists. But you know what I get a lot when people tell me I sound like, and I can't believe I'm actually saying this in an interview, but people tell me that I sound like Currency.
Really?
People say I sound more like Currency than Currency sounds like Currency. Like, yeah. I didn't see it until like one particular song. I think it was Dove. And I was like, yeah, I kind of do sound like this nigga. But in a good way.
Yeah.
Like we just had the same tone rather.
Yeah, and that's the thing with music. Like people can sound kind of similar to other people, but it's not the same, you know? It's completely different.
Accents and stuff, like y'all sound the same, but it's like completely different at the same time.
Yeah, you're all doing something different with it, unless it's AI generated.
Yeah. Oh, you heard the Drake AI song?
No, I know they've been making AI songs. I don't know if I want to listen to any of them.
There's one Drake one. I thought it was real. I was like, hey, should go kind of hard.
So, yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
I definitely was bummed out when I found out it was AI. I was like, oh, shit, man. They really sound like this guy. That's just crazy.
I saw something the other day.
Do not AI me if anybody who has that capability. Don't ever do that shit to me.
Don't do that. Yeah, I was watching a video the other day, and it was like of some girl, and like she was like a model. People thought she was a model, but she's AI generated.
Oh, getting catfished by the AI is crazy.
They're gonna start doing. I think they probably already do. Like have like the Instagram accounts for like AI models.
I don't doubt that. the bots definitely like be all over my Instagram. So I'm sure there's somebody's out there getting the AI bots.
I heard about somebody that had like an OnlyFans, but it was like their face, but it was AI body. So technically, you know,
wow,
wasn't their body.
That's crazy. I would do some shit like that. That way, I'm not really exposing myself.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, making the money off of it still.
Boy, AI. Man. I use ChatGPT.
I haven't used it yet, actually.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I use it like for work and shit. In my resume. It's helped me a lot. I'll say that. AI is cool. But the coolest AI is Allen Iverson. It's the only AI I believe in.
What is it?
Allen Iverson? You know Allen Iverson?
Yeah.
Please tell me. You mean that.
Right?
He's a basketball player. He used to play for the Sixers.
I was going to be my guess. But I don't pay much attention to basketball.
There's a lot of cultural influence to like outside of basketball. But yeah. AI, shout out to him.
Oh, okay, I get it. The initials.
Yeah, Allen Iverson.
I was taking it. It took me a minute.
They called him AI for short. It was like a
okay. He's the original.
Yes, he is the original. You learn something every day.
So, what is something that annoys you?
Oh boy. Yeah. Hypocrisy, I guess. Yeah. That's like my biggest pet peeve. But the thing about pet peeves is that like your pet peeve is typically also your like worst flaw. Like the thing that gets on your nerves the most. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying hypocrisy, but I know I'm probably someone's watching this and like, oh, you're probably one of the most hypocritical people of that. But it's more so of like being aware that like I'm aware that I can be hypocritical. So like when people don't have that same awareness about themselves and they're just like being very dense when you're trying to get through them, that's the most annoying shit in the world to me.
Yeah, I think self-awareness is really important.
Yeah, let me change it. Lack of awareness is the most annoying thing to me.
So what does the perfect day look like to you?
Perfect day, probably me start waking up, working out, eating really good, making some music, sketch out some ideas that I have, play some chess, make some money of some sort. It's not a good day unless I'm getting paid. And then, whatever happens after that, is just, I'll be happy. That's a good day.
A productive day, yeah. So do you play chess regularly?
Like on the phone. Like no one actually really play. I play my sister. I whooped her ass, but nobody actually likes playing me in chess like that. I could play anything though, but I prefer like the harder, more strategic games and stuff. Yeah,
I like playing chess. Like when going out, you know how they have the big chess.
Yeah, they got one in Fenton. That's where I whooped my sister. I beat her in like 10 moves. Yeah,
my friend, we were pretty much like on the same playing field, and so I remember one time we spent like an hour playing while out, and people were just watching us. But now she's been learning the little tips and tricks, and she got me. And the last time we were playing real quick.
I have a confession. Like after like 10, 12 moves, if I haven't beaten you already, I'm kind of just winging it. I don't know it. Like I don't
have a strategy.
Yeah, I have strategies, but it's like they're supposed to get it done quick.
So, AK Niran, how did you come up with that name or decide on that name?
That's a great question. So fun fact about AK Niran, that my name is actually like my name. My name is Aki Niran, and the exclamation point is just the upside down I. Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, if you flipped it backwards or back upside right, it would just spell my name, Aki Niran. Yeah. So half my family though calls me Niran for short. Like my Nigerian family calls me Aki Niran, but for short they call me Niran. And then like my mom's side, they just call me Niran. And then all my friends call me AK. So I figured I should bring both of those people together, AK Niran. That's how I came up with that. At first, my artist name was just AK because I couldn't think of a name. But yeah.
Oh, then you add it. That's cool, you know.
I was like, I should just finish my name.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. No worries.
What is something that you want people to know about you?
Same message as always, man. Ain't no rules of life. Just be yourself. So many fucking things in this world that's gonna sound like a rule, sound like an obstacle or a boundary for you to not be yourself. But I think that's the only thing that you really need to do in this world. Being yourself, in other words, is just like being pure, following your dharma. You know, we can talk about that later, whatever, if you don't know what dharma means. But it's like just pretty much following your path. And like I trust that everybody is made to have like a conscience within them to know like right from wrong. And, you know, everybody is different, but as long as you're being yourself, the right is always gonna happen to you, and you don't need to worry about like all the other shit. So ain't no rules. Be yourself.
So you said Dharma?
Dharma, yeah. It's like it's like I've studied a lot of religions. I can't tell you like which specific one. I think it's in multiple, like Sikhism and Buddhism and stuff. But it's like karma. You know, you reap what you sow. But it can't be that like black and white for everybody. You know, there's some people who have different circumstances or just know or don't know things that you know. And following your dharma is pretty much saying like within your set of circumstances, within your realm of like possibilities, you need to do what is right for you. You feel me? And that might look different for somebody else. So that's their dharma. You just need to follow your dharma. You feel me? I might be better at getting away with, I don't know, a little lie. But if you lie, it might look like really bad on your dharma because you have a different set of morals or integrity or something like that. Everyone's different, but yeah, it's kind of what it means.
So you've studied like different religions?
Yeah, just like for fun. When I'm bored.
I've taken like some like different religion classes.
Yeah,
so, yeah. Like I remember learning about some of that kind of stuff. I know there's the one that like you're not supposed to like step on grass or like anything.
Fuck.
I
didn't hear about that.
Yeah, because I want to call it like it's called animism or something. I'm not sure if I'm right.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you know every like living thing.
I think I've heard of that. Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that. I put my feet in the grass like in the summer all the time. Like what do they call it? Like earthing or getting grounded or some shit. Your circadian rhythm and all that. So I watched like some documentary with Zac Efron. It was like, it's a good idea. I tried it. It's pretty relaxing, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it, but yeah, it's cool to learn about like the different religions and what people believe in.
I took a world religions class, and it kind of like sparked the interest of. I was like, damn, there's a lot of religions out here, and it kind of led me to believe that nobody has this shit figured out, and we should just come together and try and follow our dharma. I feel like the dharma shit is like the closest thing you could possibly say is like a way to get in heaven or nirvana or like the other side or something. Yeah,
I'm the same way. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm just living, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to make sure it's a good life. I don't really care after that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I just try to live life treating people well, or not even treating people well, but just not
appropriately.
Yeah, like not fucking over people,
Exactly. Like I'm not trying to be malicious to anybody, but just be a nice person. Yeah.
So, do you have any favorite people that you like to collab with?
Well, Cole, first of all, Cole Sipe. Nothing of what you see here about AK would be possible without Cole Sipe. He's my engineer, producer, best friend. Like everything, every single song except "Fuck That Shit" is made by Cole. He's the man behind the magic.
How did you guys originally meet?
So Consumus is the guy who referred me to Cole to get, all my music done and stuff. So I went over to Cole's house and I made like 4 songs. And he was like, bro, you should keep it up. And I was like, I'm about to blow up off of these 4 songs. Like, I'm going to get my money, get out of here or something. I don't know what I thought. But that is not what happened. But anyway, it ended up being like a lovely relationship between us. Like, he kind of helped me develop my creation process. I think I helped him develop some new processes as well. But that's just kind of how it started. Like, I went over there to record some songs, and then now we're like making whole projects together and shit like that, years later.
Do you have a favorite song that you've written?
Look at My Life.
I like that one a lot.
You like that one? Yeah, that one. That's the first song I wrote. I feel like you're not a real artist, like a recording artist, until you've recorded a song that made you cry. And that was the first time that happened for me. So, Look at My Life. That'll forever be my baby right there.
What is something small that makes you happy?
Laughter of children. I don't know why, but it's just like good kids laugh, like turn my day upside down, like for the better.
Yeah, until you hear them screaming.
Yeah. I don't want
down.
this to. I love kids, but I don't at the same. I'm not trying to babysit or nothing. Like if you're not a family member, like I probably don't want to spend any time around your kid. No offense, but when I'm in passing and I hear like a baby laugh, I'm like, oh shit, that's. I don't know.
Cute,
it
yeah.
just warms my heart.
Do you have like an all-time favorite movie or TV show or anything you've been watching?
Django is my favorite movie ever. Django Unchained. But as far as TV shows, man, I'm starting to think I might have a problem. I only watch like drug dealing, shoot 'em up, bang bang shit. Like if the plot don't involve that, then I'm not getting into it. Yeah, I like Top Boy, Narcos, Powers, Snowfall. Oh yeah, I know you fuck with Snowfall. That's our shit.
Yeah.
Snowfall. The Ozark was really good. Yeah, there's a lot of good shows out there. Your Honor, have you watched that? You might like that one. It's on I think it's on Showtime or some shit like that.
Okay.
But the dude from Breaking Bad's in it, Walter White.
See, I never actually watched Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah,
I
Breaking
need to
Bad.
watch that.
Low key, I feel like it's overrated, but you should watch it.
Okay, I'll go back and watch it
It's all right.
one of these days.
Yeah, Jesse Pinkman, he's funny. He's like one of the main characters.
I've heard his name.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any songs or artists that you've had on repeat recently?
Lil Yachty, those little 3-pack.
Yeah.
Drive me crazy. Like I listen to that shit like
Yeah.
every day. Yeah, that's my shit right now.
Yeah, I'm excited for his concert coming up.
Yeah. I imagine that's gonna be dope. I wish I was going. Where's it at?
The Ritz.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like that's a good
It's
location.
definitely a good venue. I've seen the internet in there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, that was really dope. I used to work at this car lot, and the radio station was like promoting there for some reason. I don't know, but they gave out free tickets, and they just gave me 2. So went to go see the internet for the free, and I became an internet fan after that. I just knew them because of Tyler the Creator and like 1 or 2 songs, and then I became like a big fan after that.
I was listening to some song recently. I don't even know whose it was, but they like mentioned I think the internet and said real quick there was like a verse, and I was like, ooh, like I know that. I know what you're talking about.
The internet, man, they're like that. Shout out to the internet.
Did you listen to Odd Future back in the day?
I did a lot. I fuck with Tyler the Creator. I was recently listening to Yonkers, and now that I'm a internet fan, I know who Sid is.
Yeah.
And there's a bar where he was like, Sid talk about she being intimate with Mid. Sid, shut the fuck up. Like, that shit had me dying. Like, I just laughed at that like 2 weeks ago, and I had never got it before. I love songs like that. It's timeless music where you can listen to like an old song and still like
New stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the oldie song with because I loved everybody's verse. I love the fact that like Frank came out in that song and nobody knew it.
That it was him. Yeah, I didn't know it. I think I found out like definitely after Channel Orange came out that Frank Ocean was a part of all that.
Yeah, because he made a post about it, I think, around that time. But oldie dropped before that, and he said, "I'm high and I'm bi. Wait, I mean, I'm straight."
Boy.
And there's another song with him where it's a mellow hype song, I think, with him. And he said he's gonna wear yellow tux to the Grammys, and then he did that when he performed at the Grammys.
Wow. Manifestation, man. I need to write me some bars like that.
Yeah.
Get myself
Make things
to the
come
Grammys.
true.
Yeah, for real. I've rapped some shit that came true. So
do you have any questions for me?
I feel like I should think of one. Who's been your favorite person to interview since you've been doing this?
I don't know, because I've been asked this before. I don't know, because like,
okay, I'm gonna think
yeah,
of
it's a hard question. There's a lot of great people.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. What made you want to start, Disgraced Weekly?
I had thought about it probably like a year or two before then, not necessarily Disgraced Weekly, but creating some kind of like Instagram music blog. I was really looking at like doing like North Carolina artists, like showcasing them, but it was when I first moved here and I didn't know anybody, and like also I'm like, how do you determine, like, what if someone moved away from North Carolina but they're from North Carolina?
Oh yeah,
how
you get a little shaky.
Like, yeah, I gave up on that, and then I also thought about creating a YouTube channel at one point.
You got one though, right?
Yeah. But yeah, this was a couple of years before, like 2018, I think. I tried to record some videos just talking about like stuff going on and the music. Yeah, and like it was just like nah. So yeah, then COVID hit, and I had already been listening to a lot of music. I like finding up and coming artists. And I was already sharing like their music and the playlist on my regular Instagram. So then I created Disgraced Weekly. I don't particularly love the name, but that's all I could come with at the time.
I love the name. When I found out your name was Grace, I was like, mind blown. That was so clever.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but it's just like that was just what I had in my head. I was like, okay. And then now sometimes I'll get comments, like every once in a while I'll get a hater comment. They're like, yeah, this is a disgrace. And they think funny. They ate with it.
They don't, I guess.
Is there anything else you want people to know about you?
It's your boy AK Niran. Got Cathedral for Martyrs coming out very, very soon. Keep your eyes peeled for that. And then I got some more music coming after that. Got a project with Cole coming out. It's called Cold Blooded. The Healing Pack 2 is coming out. Double Dose of Healing. All of that will be within the next 6 months. So y'all stay tuned. Shit's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of shows coming up. Fuck with your boy and be happy and stay up and, watch the podcast, support Disgraced Weekly, follow Mr. Big Bounce. Oh yeah, I didn't show y'all.
Hey.
I got that from the Hurricanes. They sponsored me. It's like, that's cap. But, that's manifestation.
Yeah. Next podcast they'll be sponsoring.
They're going to give me an away jersey next time.
But yeah, thank you for joining me today.
Absolutely.
I really appreciated this interview.
For sure.
Anybody that's watching, like, comment, subscribe, go follow him. Boom. Wait for the new album. Check out his other music in the meantime.
Hell yeah.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Whether you start your day with prayer or you start your day with weed, I need y'all to listen here. I need y'all's attention, please. Need your voices lifted up, about as loud as they can go. Sing it up into the heavens, free your body, free your soul.